Hello, what's up, my good people? It's your girl, G, the dope storyteller, with yet another very interesting video, as always. And I am hoping that you watched my previous video. It was about feminine hygiene. I gave some tips on how ladies, or rather women, can make their downstairs smell good, fresh, delicious, yeah, all that. So if you've not yet watched that video, I am requesting you to go watch it, because yeah, you'll get enlightened about a few things maybe that you knew or didn't know. Yeah, you can still watch and see, is this what I normally do, or yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I'm just hoping that you're well wherever you are, because unfortunately, I have a cold, so in case I decide to sneeze during the video, you gotta understand. And I am also taking my hot lemon tea. So let's get straight into our today's video. In this video, I want us to talk about what? Uh, you've read the topic, right? Yeah, about some of the things that make us end our relationships quite too soon. Like, we don't last in relationships. I mean, you find yourself you've dated this guy for 2 months and you're no longer interested in one another, you want to part ways. It happens. And as I always say, a disclaimer, I am not a professional in these things. There are things that have happened to me, my friends, or things that I have read around, like, yeah, from online or newspapers or wherever, right? Yeah, so that's it. Now let's get straight into the video. So guys, unless you're a virgin like my crush Steve, a simple boy, he's the only man who can break up with their partner because he doesn't want to have sex before marriage. So Steve broke up with pretty Vichy. Yeah, because she wanted to have sex with him and he's a virgin and he doesn't want to do it until he puts a ring on it. So yeah, that's him. Now the rest of us, let's get into these factors that make us leave our partners, yeah, before we get married, or like the reasons why our relationships don't last long, or even marriages. Yeah, some people are married, they stay for a while and they just divorce. Yeah, you don't just wake up one morning and decide, like, yeah, I feel like divorcing you. No, there must be several reasons why you have decided to divorce your partner. And again, when you break up with someone, do you take that time to question yourself? Hmm? What did I do that led to the breakup? Most of us tend to say that she cheated on me, that's why I dumped her. Or he never used to give me the attention that I deserve, that is why I thought or saw that things were not going to work out for us. But you don't look at your side. What did I do to contribute to this? This was something mutual. It wasn't something one-sided. You were in it. So what did you do? It's good to always reflect and see, what did I do? He did this. What part did I play in it? All right? Yeah. So if you have an ex, if you are divorced, can we just gather here and see some of these things that led us to break up with our partners? Or if in a relationship, you can hear some of the things that you're currently doing and they're not okay, yeah, and they might lead you to break up with your partner. And it might be a good relationship, it's someone that you really want to be with, but some of these minor let me just call them minor, because we can prevent them if we get to know about them. Things can cause you to lose your significant other. Yeah. And as I always say, I am not a professional. I am just a person who um, shares their thoughts, whatever I have gone through, whatever maybe my friends have gone through, because we get to share, yeah, whatever my friends are going through, or something that I've just read in the newspapers, saw in the news, seen in the media, yeah, I collect my information all over. I am not limited. Yeah, so that's it. Now let's get to our first point. Let's talk of trust issues. This affects most of us. Most people have trust issues with their partners. Some of these trust issues are not even real, they're just imaginary. It's something that is in your head. I know men must cheat. So whenever he's out there with his boys or doing whatever, you're like, I know he's cheating. I have called him twice and he hasn't answered my phone call. So you're worried, you're so jumpy, you don't know. It happens if you have trust issues with your partner. This also includes jealousy. Yeah, if you're the jealous type, it will get to a point where your partner cannot take it anymore. You are jealous for no good reason. Sometimes maybe he likes a photo on Instagram of this girl with a big bum, and yours is tiny like mine. Yeah, and you get so jealous. And that's someone that they've not even met. You don't want him to hug his female friends. You're just jealous. Yeah, things of the sort. There's this other thing about possessiveness. Possessiveness also brings up trust issues. You just want him for yourself. You want her for yourself. You don't want her to have her own friends. You don't want him to hang out with the boys. You don't want him to go watch football or go to the gym, because you think, you possess this guy. You're mine. You possess this lady. You're not supposed to do this because you're mine. Yeah, that is a little bit too much. There's something else we call unreasonable rigidity. You're so rigid. You're not open-minded. You're not flexible. You're so rigid. Ati, whatever I say, whatever I have said. This is the final decision. I don't want to do this with you. I don't, yeah, don't be too rigid. That will bring a lot of trust issues with your partner. Okay. Yeah, there is also lack of emotional support. You have to be there for your partner. Men, most of the time, come to our rescue. Like, when you're going through this rough patch, you always rush to your man, and then they'll be there for you. They will cuddle you, tell you everything is going to be okay, things of the sort. But when it comes to us ladies, it's a little bit different, because ladies tend to be like, he's a man, he's strong, he can handle himself. We are all human regardless, because it will also go to a point where he wants to share his challenges, his problems with someone, and then you're there acting like the baby girl you are, like, my man is strong, he can handle anything. We have to be there. We have to support each other emotionally when need be. All right? Yeah, those are my thoughts on that. You should also be able to support your partners with their goals. If you don't support me with what I am doing, with what I wanna be in the future, you don't even ask me what I wanna be, where I wanna be in the next 5 years. I'm like, nigga, if you're not asking me these kind of questions, then there's whoever you're asking. If you're not supporting me, then there's whoever you're supporting. So that's why I have trust issues, and that might end our relationship. But it's also good to communicate with your partner. Let them know this and this and that. Yeah, communicate. All right. Yeah. On to our next point. There's something we call expectations, right? Yeah. So let's talk of different expectations in relationships. Um, One thing I want to tell you is that never allow someone, as in you are someone's priority, but you are their option. You get me? Did I put that right? Like, I take you as my number one priority, but you take me as your option. Like, you have several options. So I think everybody, when they're getting into a relationship, they have their own expectations. Although at the first stages of every relationship, everything is boom, you know, it's like a walk in the park, roses everywhere. But it gets to a point whereby um, reality hits you, and yeah, things start seeming different. This was my expectation, and it's not what I thought, it's not what I expected, it's not what I wanted, and then you put it as not what I wanted instead of what it's something which it's you and your partner. All right. Yeah. So if you are having different expectations, that can lead you to breaking up. Yeah. So you have to be, should I say, the same boat? Yeah, I should sail in the same boat when it comes to expectations. You can just state them out, like, this is what I expect, blah 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 blah. When you go to this date, yeah, talk things out, and then maybe you will be updated on each other. On to our next point, which is moving through life at different speeds. Let's talk of me as a person. Huh? I am where I am right now, and my partner is wherever they are. And my partner chooses to advance themselves, like move at a different high rate than me. I am here, I am okay. Let's not use me. There's this story we were sharing in a group, and my friends, one person came in and said that they have this other friend who um, is a nurse, and is advancing her education. She wants to do a degree to a master's to, yeah, all those things. And she, I think she had already enrolled to school. And then there is the boyfriend who is a nurse, is employed, and is doing well. So the girl was asking this other friend of mine that, what do you think about this guy doesn't want to further his education. This guy is like stagnant, he doesn't want to move, he just wants to be where he is. He says he's comfortable. So the other lady, had asked that question in a group, so everybody was saying their mind or speaking their mind out in there, and there were so many answers, and I was like, okay, is level of education an issue in relationships? It can be, because I think if I am, okay, let's use the boy. Yeah, if this boy is stuck, I don't mean stuck per se, but he's not doing anything to maybe further his education, maybe advance, grow. When you move to the next level, you even get more money. But people there were like, you know what, you get that PhD, you get a master's, and still you don't get employed, you'll be unemployed. So I'd even prefer this other person who has a diploma and is doing well, as they say they're comfortable. Come on, get the fuck out of your comfort zone. Yeah, push yourself higher if you have the chance. Yeah, so it was really something to argue about. And then I just realized that this person who is exposing themselves out there to learn more, to know more, to grow, they're going to be so discrepant with this other person who is just there. Yeah, because when it comes to the mental, societal, whatever, everything, they're going to be different people. So that can cause you, can lead to you breaking up with your partner because you're not talking the same language. You get me? Yeah, you are on different levels. People can be in different levels and still be together, but if one partner is feeling, you get this feeling. Yeah, that feeling, that might break your relationship. Let me take a sip of hot. Yeah, that was a sip, of hot lemon tea. Okay? So, our next point is compatibility issues. How compatible are you with your partner? When you're starting, these things don't matter so much. You find that it's all about what? You go out, have fun, have those long talks, and then that's it. But after 3, 4, 5 months, you start realizing that I am not compatible with this person. When we talk of compatible, there is what? Compatibility in intimacy. Am I matching your libido, your sex drive? Am I matching that? Are you matching mine? You can be there thinking that we are on the same page, and then, I'm like, I am not sexually satisfied. That can make me move out of that relationship to go somewhere else. I'm gonna find someone else who is going to satisfy me sexually like the Kamba I am. I didn't say nothing. There's also compatibility in personality. In personality. Yeah. So, as I said, in the beginning, some of these things don't matter. But after a while, they hit differently. Alright? I don't wanna be with someone with these kind of traits and my characters, and then I never thought you were like this and this and that. And that breaks your relationship. There's also the attachment style. Are you compatible in your attachment style? How are you doing it? Yeah? So try to find out these things with or in your partners. Whatever. We have communication issues. Well, this is, I think, the topmost, among the topmost factors that lead to breakups. Breakups or even divorces. There's this thing, I am online, he's online, but ego is also online. So you guys don't talk at all, and you're there. If it's long distance relationship, you have to communicate. Okay? Yeah, because most if you're in long distance, well, that is going to be so difficult if you guys are not talking constantly. Even when you're together, doesn't matter. Even when you stay together, there are some things that you will need to do that you have to communicate to with your partner. You want to go to this place, let them know that I am going to this place. You want to make this decision, involve them. Can you communicate constantly with your partners? If you've both left for work, can you ask each other through a simple text, are you safe? Did you get to work safe? Yeah, and that's it. After some while, how are you doing? I know we have so many other things to do rather than communicating with our partners. We have maybe kids to raise, school fees to pay, um, I don't know, so many things. You understand? Yeah, I also have my personal life, but can you communicate with your partner? Always make sure that your significant other is updated on what you're doing. Ama if maybe you had to do it, then let them know later, not too late, but let's say immediately, closely, whatever, but soon after you've done whatever thing that you did without communicating to them. So I am saying communicate, guys. Communicate with your partners, and that is going to help you a lot. Even when you are having difficulties in the relationship, talk with your partner, communicate. Let them know that, this is not going well in the relationship, this is okay. Compliment them, communicate. Say you're sorry. You get communication. Yeah, we have narcissism. It's a difficult word for me to pronounce. A research group describes narcissistic personality disorder as a mental disorder in which people have an inflated sense of their own importance and a deep need of admiration. There are people like that, people who just love themselves. You're in a relationship, yes, but it's always about you. I am not saying that you shouldn't love yourself, you shouldn't be happy in the relationship as a person, you shouldn't do your other things apart from being in a relationship. You should do all that, okay? Yeah, you should do all that. But again, how do you do it? How do you do it? Because don't forget that you have a partner with you, you have another person in your life. Are you considering them? Okay, some of the signs of a narcissist person are superiority complex. You always want to be on the top. Okay, sometimes I always want to win all uh, arguments. Is that one of them? I hope not, because sometimes I also let my partner win more so when I know I am wrong. And if it's something serious, yeah, when it's something serious, then yeah, I have to listen. But if we just arguing for the sake of arguing, or some of these things that are happening, sometimes he just has to let me win. Yeah, so there's that. This entitlement. You think that you are so entitled to this and this and that, boundary violation. I think in a relationship there must be boundaries. You should never cross this line. You should never do this and that. But okay, sometimes it might happen. But if you just do it for the sake of doing it, what are you gonna do? There are people like that. They just wanna do things because they feel that they're supposed to, whatever. Superiority complex. We go back to that, yeah. So if someone is so much into breaking boundaries, violating them, then that is a narcissist. Extreme selfishness. What? I am a camper. You don't have to be so selfish. You must have space to accommodate. No, accumulation. No. You must have space to accommodate your partner. Okay? Yeah, you must be able to see that your partner needs this from you, so you must be able to accommodate them. Or rather, if you don't, they'll feel out of place. We are breaking relationships because of our own ignorance. Is it? Okay. We have negative emotions. There are people who are always negative. They never see anything positive about anything. I don't know. if you're dating somebody who is just so negative, okay, run. Sometimes you find that you did something wrong. Yeah, it's wrong. But the way you approach this person, as in, yeah, they have wronged you. You know, they did something wrong. So if you approach them in a very polite way, they're going to fess up and apologize. But there's a way that you're going to approach me if I have done something wrong and I'm like, I did it, so what? You know, because your negative vibe just puts me off. Yes, I did something wrong, but approach me in a good way. Okay. And then there's this thing about people who never appreciate you no matter what. Like um your partner doesn't like you wearing maybe makeup, wigs, but likes other ladies when they do it, like maybe their sisters or their close friends. You know, what is wrong with you? You are liking it on someone else, but you're subjecting your, is it what, negativity towards me. You don't want me to do that. Why why I don't know. Anyways, learn to be positive in our relationships. Wow. There's also contempt towards other people. Can you be cool with people? If you contempt me all the time, we are going to like break up, you know. Yeah, I want somebody who is going to allow me to learn, somebody who is going to correct me if I am wrong in a polite way. Don't be rude. Okay. Okay, yeah, I said that. So yeah, try to understand your partner. So don't be a narcissist in your relationship. Okay, don't always want to be the center of, so should I say, attraction? Yeah, don't always, it shouldn't be all about you. You have someone else in your life, so accommodate them, not accumulate. Okay, accommodate them. And what, yeah, give them space to be themselves, also around you. Okay. Yes, another sip. On to our next point, which is relational abuse. For the purpose of saying, relational abuse is defined as repeated mistreatment of an individual, mistreating someone. Yeah. Uh, Examples are verbal abuse. I might not beat you, but I might be saying things to you, very mean things to you all the time. That's going to break your heart, you know. Yeah, there is emotional abuse. This is the worst kind of abuse. What? Like, we are not on good terms, and then instead of communicating our differences and sorting them out, we decide, maybe we live together, we decide to play the boo boo game. You know that game? We don't talk anymore. I am not going to talk to you. Hey, way. That is very serious, by the way. We stay for like 2 weeks without talking, and we're in the same house. These things happen, they do. But I think this is what the worst kind of torture you can do to me, that you're not talking to me. I'll be sick. We have physical abuse. This is also not good, because my friend, you lay your hand on me. I don't know. And don't forget that we are in this place in life, like, should I say place, but we are in this whatever, tuko wakati wenye when couples are fighting, nobody wants to come in their way. Like, you do your thing, we know you're married, we know you're in a relationship, we know you're dating, and then mtu anauliwa the next do, mkikuwa tu hapo because amtaki kuingililia. There have been such cases. After somebody has been killed, ndio watu wanatoka wanaanza kusema oh, you know what, this guy used to be so abusive, alikuwa anamchapa, alikuwa anamtukana, alikuwa anamfanya sijui nini. After the damage has already been caused, like catastrophe ishafanyika, ndio nyinyi mnakam, you are there. Poleni sana, you've lost your daughter. You've maybe lost the son because atamuua, and then when they realize what they have done, they'll just kill themselves too. So we have lost 2 souls because we are in this generation or society, I don't know, whereby hatutaki kuingililia vitu za watu wengine. Who raises the hand on a woman? Hizo ni zilizopendwa. If you feel that hatuendani, hunitaki tena, umenichoka, my friend, niambie nitoke out. I will walk. It will be painful. I'll cry for, if it meant too much, so much, I'll cry for a few months, and I'll be back on my feet, nioge na nirudi soko haraka upesi. Alright? Yeah, but inafika to a point that unapiga mtoto wa mtu to death. Hii nayo ni serious. And if in an abusive relationship, can you get the fuck out? Unafanya nini hapo? What are you doing there? Oh, he's the father of my kids, he loves me so much, I am praying for them, they are going to change. Do all that when you have already left. Yeah, let him be a better man, then maybe prove to you later. Then still you uko hapo, unachapwa, unafanywa all sorts of things, and then tujipende. Love yourself. Because if you're not happy as a parent, maybe you have kids, if you're not happy as a parent, then you're not going to give your kids the best. If you're not happy as a worker, you work. So you have to go to work, you have to play your role, whichever that is. You're not going to do it your best if you're not mentally okay. Sababu kama ulichapwa jana usiku, uko na jicho moja umefura, hata uko ni uchungu, like everywhere is painful. How are you going to be a productive person at work? How are you going to be okay around your friends? Somebody else mwenye hanyamazangi kama mimi is there. You know what? I am going on a date with my boyfriend. You know what? Utakuwa una feel vibaya. Even for my own happiness, like unanifilia vibaya, and you're my friend. While if you would be happy, you'd also be happy for me. You see? Yeah. That is too much of physical abuse. But please, guys, don't be in any abusive relationship. Okay. There's another one, yeah. Sexual abuse. Sasa hii sijui what to say, but when you say you're not in the mood of having sex, and then maybe your partner pushes you to doing it, but usikwange not always in the mood, Yeah, but whatever sort of abuse is a no. Say no. Yeah, it's a very big no. And by the way, if maybe you're going through either verbal, emotional, physical, sexual kind of abuse, you can also do some research. There are some good books that you can read about that, and you can maybe successfully get out of your abusive relationship. Like, you get out well, not badly, like isishe vibaya. Okay, ishe tu vizuri, And yeah, that's it. But that is a factor that can break marriage, relationship, no matter how you guys are committed or whatever. Yeah, that can. Now we have life habit abuse. Life habit abuse. Um, these are traits that may not affect your significant other directly, but they affect the relationship. Uko na tu habit twa gambling, and maybe you take all the money that you have with your partner, you take the money, you go gamble. Kesho hakuna food ya watoi, hakuna pesa ya kulipa rent. Why? Because maybe you gambled all your salary. Ulichukua pesa ya familia ukagamble, yeah. So that's bad. That's going to affect your relationship. Drug addiction. Hii nayo most of us have gone through, because I am a victim. Msinione hivi katika stenda kazuri kenye kanajua sana. I know nothing. I am also trying to learn about these things. And as I said, ni vizuri kusikiza watu wengine, kusoma on the social media, kusoma on the newspaper, whatever. Newspaper, social media, they're one and the same, right? Yeah. So I was once in a relationship where the other creature was an addict. But I wouldn't say that our relationship ended because of it, because he went to the rehab and he tried to be better. He was, and I think he also is a better person right now. But the things that I went through during that phase, mnaweza mniangalia hivi mshangae, like, most people who know me in person think I'm that savage bitch, like jana nule msee wapi. I went through a lot, and I was also trying to be there for this person. Usimtoke hiyo time juu atasema like uliniacha time nilikuwa at my worst. Yeah, these things happen, but that also affected our relationship then. And yeah, if you have a person who is a drug addict or an alcoholic, you need to do something about it. Take them to the rehab, or I don't know. But most people, if they get to a point where they cannot handle it, they just quit. So that is a factor that can break a marriage, divorce, or a relationship. But I think a relationship is way too better, because I won't say that we weren't committed. Yeah, we are committed in this relationship, but at least I got out before we said our vows, A relationship na marriage ni vitu mbili tofauti, but either way, I don't know, but yeah. Addiction, drug addiction, alcoholism can affect your marriage or your relationship, situationship. No, not about that. Sexual addiction. This is something else that I have never experienced, but I know people who have. You just wanna have sex, like, this can affect your relationship more so if your significant other doesn't match your sexual drive, which is too high. Kitambo you become a sex addict, well, I don't know what I'm thinking, but yeah. As I said, you guys can also do your own research and know more about these things. There is another point of where you guys grow apart. You were so close when you started, you were together, you were feeling the vibe, you get. But it happens that you've grown apart, you're not vibing like you used to before. So growing apart can happen when maybe you are in a you are in a long distance relationship. Sorry, I said niko na homa na mimi ni mkamba. Kujitetea nayo anyway. Yeah. So if you're in a long distance relationship, that can also cause the distance between you two. Like it's already there. So mnaweza grow apart. That is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Also if you don't communicate sana. This boredom, you start feeling like I am bored, I don't want to be around you, like you're not a vibe anymore, to connect, you see. Yes, things like that. Yeah, that boredom can make you guys grow apart. It can. There's what you call a rat. Like you're going through a rough patch in your life and then you don't maybe involve your partner. You know, some of these things, when you're in a rut, you feel like you don't want to share, you want to be yourself, like you want to go through it alone, you don't want your partner to be there for you. And this can be a problem. It can make your partner feel like left out, you know. Kwa nini hauni involve? Kwa nini hutaki nikusaidie? Why are you not communicating what you're going through? And you guys can grow apart due to one of you being in a rut, I mean, because inakwanga tough. So I was going through such a period some time back, but I am over it right now. But it's also good to communicate with your partner. If you don't communicate, then kitambo you get out of it, because it might take a while. Kitambo you get out of that rut, then unaweza kuwa uko peke yako. Wow. We also have a major factor, that is money issues. The longer you've been with your partner, you get, the greater the possibility of you guys having financial incompatibility. Vile tu mmekuwa pamoja sana, hiyo ndo hivyo ndo possibility ya nyinyi kukuwa na financial issues inaweza kukua. Yeah, because maybe if you're married, ama you think you guys are going to get married and have a life together, you might decide to open a joint account, you see, and it just happens. One of you might have insecurities, you know, more so when one of you is a spendthrift, au kazi yake tu ni kuspend, utakuwa, you are very uncomfortable, you know. Yeah, and then one might feel that they're not in control. One person is always paying these kind of bills and the other one is always doing nothing, unless you're a housewife, we understand that. But kama ni relationship yenye you want to have nichangwa double standards, nikifanya hiki unafanya kile. I don't know why I did that, but I did it. So that can also be a problem. Money issues. There's something we call the 2-2-2, number 2 rule. Go check it out, guys. It's for partners, people who are together, people who are married, people who are in a committed relationship. You go check it out. Mjue inamaanisha nini. So on to our next point, which is lack of time together. Like you guys don't spend quality time together. What you do after mmetoka job, kila mtu tu ako hapo. Ni tu madem ni wafanye anaitwa aje your skincare routine. You wash your face, you cook, you do what, and then after that mnaenda bed mnadoze, and tomorrow the same. Kifika weekendi, maybe you go out clubbing, and yeah, that's you. That is not healthy according to me. Na nimewambia you check out the 2-2-2 rule, 2-3. Hiyo rule mtajua ni ya nini. So find some quality time, go to a sober place, sober environment, talk, walk, you know, yeah, and have those difficult and major conversations. It's very good for your relationship. Otherwise, if you don't, you won't head nowhere. You know, it's good to always be on the same page with your partner. You've spent quality time. In as much as you want to go have girls talks or whatever, or you want to hang out with your boys, watch football together, play some games together, you know, yes, it's also good to spend time with your partner. Okay, na usikwange unapenda ile excuse ya oh sijui my girl doesn't want me to go hang out with my sijui friends because what? She wants you to be there with her, but still if you have to be with your friends, time kidogo for your friends, because if they know that you're in a relationship, they'll have to respect that, and if they are good friends, they'll still stick, because wanajua saizi you are in a committed relationship, uko na mtu mwingine that you care about their feelings. Okay, yeah, but kama ni watu nowadays you don't hang out with us, nowadays you don't what? Abby, am I going to marry you? Anyways, yeah, that's it. So spend quality time with your partner, otherwise it's not going to head nowhere. You can even divorce, you know. Yeah. I think most of us are a victim of this next point, which is confiding in our friends. Something has happened, you're not okay with it at home. Something has happened between you and your partner and you're not okay with it. And instead of telling your other creature, significant other, that you know what, this has happened and I am not okay with it, I feel bad, you've wronged me, you know, you shouldn't have done this decision, you should have done this other one, but you didn't give me a chance to explain myself, blah blah blah, those kind of things. You go out and you tell your friends about everything. No, you know, my boy doesn't do this and this and that. Oh, I don't like the way he dresses, I don't like the way he does. Your friends are not going to help you. Actually, they're going to give you the worst kind of advice. No, leave him. Oh, you have to be, you don't deserve that. If maybe your friends are like of the opposite sex, they'll even try to win you over with the same conversations that you're giving them. They know that your boy doesn't spend quality time with you, then they'll try and create time for you. So at the end of the day, you might drift from your boyfriend to this friend of yours. Okay? If it's a boy telling a girl, then that girl will be the sweetest girl ever, because anajua dem wa huyu jamaa doesn't do what? There are so many things, you know. Hapendi kwenda kuwatch game na yeye. So utakuwa unampeleka. Maybe she doesn't like it, but she'll still go with him to watch the game though. Aone like, yeah, this is the person that I deserve. Yet you should just communicate it with your partner and let them know like, you know, I don't like it when you do this. Or you did this and this and that, and I never wanted you to make this decision. All those sorts of things. Do not communicate with the friends about whatever you're going through in your relationship, unless it's too bad, like unless you have to. But these other minor things that you can handle, then ish. I think I also did a video about the things that you should and shouldn't share with your friends. If I did, so I am going to post the link on these videos description so you can check it out later. Okay, so there's sorry, what? Okay, there's also blaming. A minute, I need to take water now. Blaming and shaming. If something goes wrong in your relationship, why do you have to keep on saying, no, you caused it, or you're the one who did this and this? Why do you have to keep on doing that? Like throwing the blame from one person to the other. Ni poa if you guys are having an issue. Msiblamiane. Can you see it? Talk about what caused it. See? and that way you're going to be in a better position rather than narushana maneno. You get? Because if you blame each other, you keep on shaming each other, you're not smart enough, you shouldn't have done this bana, wewe sijui kuangi. That is what we use. Wewe haukuangi, wewe haufanyangi. Well, anyway, this is the fastest way to kill a relationship: blaming and shaming. Because your partner is going to feel what? Inferior, unappreciated, and also incompetent. Like nitafeel sawa, unajua nitakuwa zile za boy wangu ushinda kusema mi siwezi osha vyombo vizuri, kila time zinakwanga na issues, navunja kila time. You see? So nitakuwa na hiyo, na feel inferior, na feel I'm not, should I say, good enough for this person, Yeah, so it happens. So try as much as you can not to blame your partner if that relationship really means a lot to you. Okay. We also have what? Using that, okay, you use what? Your relationship as leverage all the time when you guys are having issues. Muna get? Kila time you're like, we are going to break up. Una use kama the bargaining power. If you don't get things your way, you're like, tuna break up. Sawa. You want to go hang out with your boys? Alright, we are going to break up. Or rather, why can't you just be like, babe, you really want to go spend time with your girls? You want to go for a sleepover? Instead usitumie relationship yenu as leverage, umwambie sawa, if you go enda kabisa, we are over, we are done. Can you tell them, you want things to work your way, so mwambie what? And you know what? I'll be worried the whole time you will be out, I'll also be bored here, I don't have anything. That way then, yeah, they'll feel appreciated, loved, and they will not go if it's some place that they were going, or it's something they wanted to do. If you approach it in a different way, then they'll even change their minds, Yeah, lakini kila time tuta break up. That nitafika place I'll be like, okay, tuta break up. So this relationship doesn't mean so much to you. Juu netumianga kama leverage all the time. So what ile time utaamua tu kuniacha, I'll be like, okay, you kept on telling me that tutaachana. So I had that in the back of my mind. I was kind of ready. Yeah, because tutaachana. Tuachane. Anyways, these are factors that can make you break your relationship, because they might seem minor, they might seem not much of a big deal, but they are. If you look or reflect on your previous relationships, I know some of them zimesababishwa na hizi vitu zenye tunaongelelea hapo. So try and be better. Let's talk about something that affects mostly girls, but some men do that. So kila time you're talking about our exes, you're on a date and then he doesn't pull the chair for you, you're like, no, my boyfriend used to pull the chair for me. My boyfriend used to help me clean. My ex-girlfriend used to do what? Then go back to your ex. Don't talk too highly of your ex-partner in front of your present partner or current, because they're going to feel jealous and maybe incompetent, like maybe a fiki base, a fiki standard, there's that kind of feeling. And again, this is complicated. Don't talk too disdain about them, because naeza fika nishangae, then ulikuwa unafanya, where were you together? What? Or maybe you have anchor issues, unaongelea mtu aje hivyo vibaya hivyo all the time. So your partner might assume or think that you have anger issues if you talk so disdain about your ex. So to be on the safer side, can we not talk about our exes? Hiyo tuwekage tu kwa akili yetu. So let's focus on our current. And one more thing, never, I mean never compare your ex and your current boyfriend or girlfriend, lover. You get? Never. If you do that, then boom, in a span of time, your relationship will be dead. Like RIP to that relationship. Yeah, so never do that. There's this thing I was told by my friend. I think that is my last point. Yeah. Get into the relationship with one foot. I think we have all seen this meme, yeah, when you're going to, in a relationship, photocopy your heart. Original, watch at home, and then the other copy to the relationship. Now that is also bad for a relationship. It's going to end too soon. Way too soon. Sababu, how do I get into a relationship and I'm like, niko 50-50? Uyu, siko sure. Unless you are also not serious in the relationship. Like, come on, onani, maybe friends with benefit, a situationship, something of the sort. But if it is something that is serious, it's a relationship that you guys are committed. Okay, you cannot be committed when you are 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You get me? Yeah, so I don't think that is a good strategy of getting into a relationship. We also talked about, me and that friend also talked about putting it in the back of your mind that maybe your partner might cheat because all men do. Trust issues. Zenye nilisema aje, it can only be in your mind. Inaweza kuwa maybe ni ukweli, you see, but ingine we just put it in our heads, like iko tu hapo kwa akili yetu. See, so you go like, huyu anaweza cheat, huyu anaweza fuck up anytime, so niko tu. So hata kiniambia it's over right now, I'm like, okay, I was waiting for it, I'm good. So if you're getting into a relationship, sweethearts, can you be there because you want to be there? About the issue of having many partners, I'll research about that because sijui bado. You know, they say you have to kiss many frogs before you get to the right one, or I need to compare, nataka nane, because I am still young and searching. I am not ready to settle down, so I cannot be in a committed relationship. I will research on those things, guys, and I am hoping that I will be sharing more and more about these kind of things with you. So let's wrap up this video. It's been a long one, yeah? Anyways, I hope this is going to help you. Can you reflect on your previous relationships and your current? You can avoid some of these things. Tuache kukua ignorant on this kind of matters because they happen every now and then and everywhere. So if you are new na huja subscribe bado, hiyo time yote umekuwa ukiwatch hii video, this is your time. 3 seconds for you to subscribe. 1, 2, 3. Good. Thank you. And if you are a continued subscriber, thank you so much. Nakupenda na kulove wherever you are, you know. Sometimes mnaweza kuwa mna feel kama si appreciate, na wapenda, nyinyi ndio watu wangu. So thanks so much, and don't forget to share this video with other people. Like it, yeah, and comment, say something. If maybe ushapitia vitu kama easy, usha break up na mse sababu ya this kind of things, yeah, that helps my channel grow. Nawapenda sana. Till next time.